Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another book review. I finally got myself a copy of William Joyce's Leafmen, and I really enjoyed this. I just thought that it was whimsical and as typical of Joyce's writing is just really enthralling, and it's bewitching. And the artwork is absolutely beautiful, I thought. And the story is really simple. It's basically about an elderly woman with two grandchildren, and she has fallen ill, and this concerns a lot of the other that are in her garden because her rose bush has started to wilt and starting to show signs of decay, and she's having uh, fitful bouts of sleep, and it's rather poignant in and of itself because I think that it touches on death a little bit, and that's kind of a heavy subject for children. But not to worry, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's really a beautiful book, and it's about the fact that nature in and of itself is a very magical thing, and just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. That's actually in the trailer for Epic, which is based on this book, and I can see that the book and the movie are two totally different depictions or interpretations of the Leafmen in and of itself, but I think that the trailer has its own charm, and it will be completely spectacular once I see it, and I'm really excited. Um, the other book that I wanted to talk about was the second Guardians of Childhood book. I'm going to actually give a thumb rating for both of these in a bit, and also star rating. But as usual, the artwork is absolutely glorious, as I thought. I know a certain somebody who is addicted to onirism, and who would be transfixed by this book. It also talks about the Man in the Moon. It mentions him once again, and Sandman. And it seems that the Sandman and the Man in the Moon were good friends, which makes complete sense. And I just think that the artwork is so, so lovely. And it's just, there's something gentle and warm and endearing. And I just wanted to show you his depiction of Sandy. He's so cute. And I have another illustration here that I absolutely love. Well, his castle, I think, is really gorgeous. I just think that's just so mystical. I love that. And my absolute favorite illustration, they actually call them illuminations, which I think is more apropos, but the very, very last illumination, little kids sleeping and their dreams are coming to them in the sand. I love that. It's just precious, and I think that both of these books in and of themselves are just so full of mysticism and mystery and magic, and they're very charming, and you pick them up, you can't put them down. There's something about these books. I don't know what it is, but it just has that something, that special something that sets these books off from from other books. And I give the Leafmen 2 thumbs up and 5 stars. And of course for the Sandman, or as they called him, Sanderson Snoozyman, uh, I give that one 2 thumbs and 5 stars. Both of these stand alone. Leafman is different than any of his. Well, it has a lot of the same elements as do his other books. He likes to talk a lot about bugs, which I found very intriguing. And he enjoys talking about toys because he did write Toy Story. He was responsible for that. And there's a lost toy that's involved in this particular tale. And the Leafmen themselves are they're very brave. And this is dedicated to a friend of his. And this was actually written in '96, so maybe this is one of his favorite, even though it did say that Nicholas, well, Nicholas St. North was his debut. I don't think it was. I think that The Man in the Moon was his debut. But it's so funny because they keep saying that in many of these books. It says here on the leaflet, and this is his second. Yeah, here we go. This is more accurate. Sandman states at the very end of the leaf, on the last page, it says this is his second picture book in the Guardians of Childhood series, which he's been working on for almost 20 years. And then it says he lives with his wife, Elizabeth, and their son, Jack, in Shreveport, Louisiana. So, I think it's very intriguing that they said that in the jacket, but to be quite accurate, the first debut book should be Man in the Moon. I know I'm beginning to sound like this archivist, but the books are really quite magnificent, and they are truly wondrous. They just leave you with a sense of awe, and I have been inspired to continue writing the stories I'm working on. And if you're a fan of William Joyce, then I would highly recommend both of these picture books. These are a good way to introduce young kids into reading. And the 2 Guardians of Childhood series actually preempt the other 3 books in what they just call the Guardians. And I have just started reading Aster Bunny, and the warrior eggs at the Earth's core. And the last book in that series is about the Tooth Fairy, or they call her Toothania, and her warrior sprites. Or I'm not sure what. I guess it just calls them warriors. I'm not really sure, but I'm very interested in seeing how they're depicted, how the illustrations can be compared to the film in and of itself, and see where they differ. And I noticed that the books are completely different from the movie, because, like I said, they really don't go. Well, the first book doesn't really go into North. Well, excuse me, the movie itself. Sorry, I'm getting confused here. Please forgive me. The movie itself does not really go into the past of Bunnymund, or North, or Toothania, or Sandman, and we never see the Man in the Moon. The Man in the Moon's mentioned. We see the moon, but we never see Star Lunar, as he's called in Nicholas St. North. But nevertheless, I will be reviewing those other 2 books in time to come. So until next time, I shall see you, and take care. Later!